So, David, the things I like about your setup are the following. You've got the club face squared up at a nice 90-degree angle behind the center of the ball. The golf shaft is positioned kind of at navel height, so the lie angle is complementary. Spine angling is good, nice tall tilt to your spine. Knee flex could maybe be a little more knee break just to ensure you're a little better balanced, better planted, exactly. But I like the fact that the feet, hips, and shoulders are lined up perpendicular to the club face. The key for you was I watched your hands go from being opposite the club head for most of your swings to being a little behind. We've discussed, and I've seen it, with the shaft leaned a bit forward. You might feel like your hands are in line with your left inner thigh. That's that slight lean, and the body weight should go with it, so you're able to kind of compress the ball and hit down on it. You do that, I would think, from probably your wedges to about 7. Once you get into your fairway woods, you can neutralize, obviously. And with the driver, that's when your hands can be almost behind the ball so you can catch the ball in the upswing. And that's how you'll extend through that way. The positions won't change. I would say that universally, your head should be positioned over top of your hands with every single golf club and let the length of each shaft determine distancing, right? A lot of people, I had a gentleman earlier, a great player. He had basically certain positioning where his hands were inside his shoulders and sometimes his hands were outside his shoulders, so reaching and crowding and wondering why things would scatter on him on occasion. So keep those hands leaned forward for you. On the takeaway, you can see the club going back in a pretty good one-piece manner. So back from the ball in a slightly inward path, connected. As you continue back, now the right elbow starts to soften and fold, and the club from that position starts to rise up your chest to the top of your backswing as we continue back. So you're maintaining your spine angles, a little bit of an overswing, but you know, Mickelson overswings and brings it back in the path, so I'm not too concerned with that, provided you bring it back down.
Collapse at the top.
And the only thing is, by having a little collapse, there's a tendency to come over the top, right? So what's not a bad thing to think about is have your backswing feel physically 3/4-ish in length or compact. We heard that before anyways. So over the top a little bit, but you maintain a pretty good angle of lag, and then the club starts to release and gather. You can see yourself getting off your right side nice and early, clearing your hips, extending down the target line up into a high finish position. So lean the shaft, keep that backswing compact and feel, and that'll help minimize the collapsation at the top. Over parallel.